Alright, hey, it's me, Star. Um, I've been gone for a while. Uh, just life kind of showed up. I've been super busy. Me and Sabria, my daughter, we're both starting school tomorrow. So I've been busy filling out papers, making doctor's appointments, school shopping, things like that. So, and then anyway, like the shows that I kind of watch the most, like Basketball Wives. I'm over them. I'm tired of them crying about who not my friend, who's my friend. All of that is just the most. Um, I'm looking forward to Love and Hip Hop reunion tomorrow. Anyhow, that's not what today's video is about. I'm gonna talk about a few things. So I guess I'll just go on ahead and get to talking about what I want to talk about. So, was it yesterday or Friday or Saturday, I came on a clip of Raven Simone spitting in a cup of water and her guest host drinking out the cup. First of all, that is so disgusting. And no, wait a minute. First of all, Raven been getting on my nerves. I don't know what's been going on. I loved Raven. Like, we almost same age. She a little bit younger than me. I used to love Raven Simone. But lately, the stuff that she been saying, it's just been, getting on my nerves. I don't watch The View anyway. Only time I watch it is when I hear something that happened on it. And then I'll go back and look up whatever happened. And then watch that part. So I, seen the clip. Raven, you're on TV. Like, why would you spit that water back in that cup? Spit is the most disgusting thing I can imagine. Like, I hate spit. If somebody spit on me, it's going down. I mean, I even told my baby, if somebody spit on you, you knock them out. Just go on and slap them or something, because that's so nasty and disrespectful. You won't get in trouble. Tell the people to call me, because that's just the nastiest thing in the entire universe. And I understand, because the lady wasn't even paying attention. They was talking about something about some sea salt in the water. Instead of buying like Gatorade and things like that, sea salt, I guess, will keep you hydrated more, which I don't know. I thought salt would dry you out, but then again, I did not watch the whole thing. I just seen the clip, and so I went back to go see what they were talking about. And so the lady spit in the cup. Raven spit in the cup or whatever, and the lady grabbed the cup and drank out of it. And to me, Raven should have been like, no, no, like something. She just looked like, I'm like, And then the audience, they was laughing. From what I seen, like the clips that I've seen, like the audience giggled, and the lady didn't even really know what was going on, and she just kept on, womp, womp, womp. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she apologized. What was that lady name? Molly Sims. I don't know if Raven apologized. I don't know if they spoke on it or what, but if not, Raven needs to apologize to that lady, because that was just bogus and it was nasty. So, and I'm quite sure she's embarrassed wherever she is. Okay, so last night, if you know me, you know I love me some ID channel. I love Investigation Discovery Channel with deadly women and all of that stuff. So I've been watching the commercials, and it's two shows that really caught my attention or whatever. The first one is Indecent Exposure, and that came on last night. And then it's another one that's about to come on, I think, tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna catch it. It depends, because I be all off out of whack, like with the time change here, because of course I'm from Central Time, so I'm used to like 10-9 Central, it being 9 o'clock. So I'm looking at the clock and it's 10 o'clock, and I feel like I need to be in the bed. So I don't know what time that show comes on or if I'm going to catch it. But Indecent Exposure, now that is my show. Like, so far, it's only been one episode. Well, I don't know if it was one episode or two put together. I don't know how they call it or whatever. But the first one is this lady, her name is Shauna Brooks. Now when I've been seeing the commercials, I'm like, I've seen that lady somewhere. She's a transgender lady, but anyhow, I'm like, I've seen that lady somewhere. I've seen her, where have I seen her before? So I'm like, okay, well, no, maybe I didn't see her. Maybe she just looked like somebody. I don't know. So it finally comes on after weeks and weeks and weeks. And her best friend is Sydney Starr. Now I know Sydney Starr. Well, of course, I don't know her personally, but I know of Sydney Starr. She's the lady, also transgender. A while back, she had said that she messed with Chingy and got all that stuff going, and then doubled back and said, what that girl say? Oh, she said she was lying. She was lying about the whole thing with her and Chingy. She had some pictures or whatever, because I guess she's like a model, so they had some kind of concert event type of thing, and she was there, or I don't know how it went, but basically the girl lied. If I'm not mistaken, Sydney Starr from Chicago. I think she's from Chicago. But yeah, so I've seen her, Sydney Starr, in different stuff, and on Instagram and on Twitter and stuff like that. And so that's how I linked Shauna, because that's her best friend. She's always on there or whatever, or on her page, or they always talking amongst each other or whatever. They're both very pretty though. They are really, like, yeah, they are so pretty. Anyhow, on the Indecent Exposure, her little segment. So the media, because she said she's an escort, and so the media was trying to get her to tell on one of her clients. So that was the Indecent proposal. So they were trying to get her to tell on a celebrity client that she had. And so she was just throughout the show debating on that. She brought her mom into it, like, oh, should I do this? Shouldn't I do this? Like, people are going to, once if I tell, people are going to be after me. You know what I'm saying? So she was meeting with the media people and all of that, meeting with a little friend, meeting with her mother and stuff, just debating on, should she tell or should she not tell, because she tired of escorting. So she know if she tell on this person, she gonna be on and popping, for a while or whatever. She'll be talked about, which might lead into modeling contracts, which might lead into other things. So she was debating on that backward and forward. How she even became popular. Let me rewind a little bit, and that was another reason why I was like, I knew her from somewhere. I read something about her, or I seen her or something. So maybe last year or the year before last, she had taken a picture at Chris Brown's house or whatever, from the outside of his house. Like, yeah, I hung out here, or about to hang out here. I don't know what it was, but she took a picture. So of course the rumors started or whatever, and then she went and confirmed, like, no, me and Chris Brown did not do anything. I just hung out. We all was kicking it. Everybody was kicking it at his house. I was kicking it over there too. She did a couple of little slick little comments, like his house was dirty or something like that, but she actually told the truth, like, no, me and him wasn't doing nothing. That's not what it was. So I really think that was good that she clarified that, instead of just riding the wave of him messing with her when she know that didn't really happen or whatever. Which, if he did, that's him. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Anyhow, so yeah, that was her little segment. She was debating on if she should or if she shouldn't tell on this secret client or whatever to get exposure or whatever. But truth be told, in my opinion, hey, you get it now. Like, and she didn't tell, so that was a good thing. I'm like, good, because I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the whole, now I'm sorry if I offend anybody because I'm not a part of the community or however it go. Like, it's so deep. I didn't realize that all this LGBT stuff was like so like deep, but I mean, I'm learning. Anyhow, as far as that goes, I don't think that it's right for someone, whether it's a transgender or like a man sleeping with a man or a woman sleeping with a woman. I don't think that they should out that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool, you came out, you do what you do, but don't tell on the next person. Let them handle their business how they want to when they're ready. It's not fair for the next person to decide that they want to tell some stuff. You know, I just think that that's kind of fluky. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Let that person deal with it how they want to deal with it. Like, clearly you guys knew what was going on. You knew that this person did not want their business out there or whatever, so why would you do it? But anyhow, long story short, she didn't tell on him. So that was a good thing. They saying that, like, hopefully she can find some things to do instead of escorting and all of that. Yeah, so I wish her the best of luck. I'm like, okay, that was good. Like, I mean, detail by detail, they were going over, she was just like, should I? And she was asking people, well, I'm worried about, my protection. The lady gonna tell her, well, yeah, have you thought about security and all this? No, y'all the ones who want the story, so y'all ain't gonna pay for me no security guards. Like, But that's why I said, girl, don't tell, because it's fluky. You'll be out there on your own. Somebody be out there trying to kill you, and you'll be just there. They don't care. They just want their story. So, that was that. Excuse me. So then it was another one that came on right after that, or a new story or whatever. And it was this guy named Sean. And his indecent proposal was he had a son. He had been living in his car for, 3 weeks, 3 years, homeless. He lost his job, had been sleeping in the car, supposed to be trying to make these child support payments, and he was behind, I think, like $1,400. So the mother of his child and the grandmother of his child came to him with, if you sign over your rights, then we'll forgive the back child support and all of that stuff that you owe. Well, it'll be done with. Just sign over your rights. You won't have nothing to do with the baby. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I always. Anyhow, so he meeting with the mom and the grandmother, and he's debating because he knows that if he signs over his rights to his son, that he can't go back. Like, there is no going back. Oh, I want to see my son. I want rights. I want this. I want that. No, you sign your rights over. It's done. And it wasn't the fact that he did not want to be in his son's life. He was just going through hard times, And the baby was like 3. And they were in a restaurant, and the mother's boyfriend came in with the baby, and he didn't even know who his father was. So, that was sad, and he felt some kind of way. He was talking to his father because his father hadn't really been in his life. He'd been in and out of his life. So, he talked to his dad, like, what should I do? Because, I don't want to go to jail because they're going to send me to jail if I don't pay this child support. They already told me they're going to hold me in contempt of court. But, I don't want to go to jail. But then again, I can't make this child support payment. But I don't want to give up my rights. I don't want to just not be able to have a relationship with my son once I get myself together and all of that. So his father was like, well, yeah, you shouldn't do it or whatever. So then, and his dad was like, he was going to come and help him get a job or something, like take him out. I don't know if his father did construction or what, but his father was supposed to help him or whatever. Turned out the daddy didn't even help him. But he was talking to one of his friends. And so his friend was like, man, you don't want to go to jail. If I was you, I'd give up my rights. Jail is like this. You ain't going to be able to eat like that or whatever. So ultimately, Sean decided not to do it. I was so happy because I'm like, that's kind of messed up. You know what I'm saying? He really didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, who would get on TV and say, I'm living in my car and all of this and all of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, he was trying to avoid payments, but he really just did not have it. So yeah, he ultimately was like, well, I go to jail for my son. I love my son, and I don't want to not be able to be a part of his life, which I agree. So yeah, I like that show. So I'm thinking I'm gonna review that show. I'll probably come Sunday mornings because I'm not for the basketball wives. I might do their reunion or something, but at this point, I'm not here for them. So one last thing. Speaking of transgender, not too long ago, there was a lady. Her name was Tamara. I don't want to chop up her last name. Dominguez. I'm not sure if I said her name wrong. I am so sorry. But I started seeing articles and stuff. She was murdered. She was a transgender lady. Somebody in a black SUV, like they said she was in the car maybe. I think they said she was in the car. Got out the car, and the person who was driving ran over her a few times, and she died. First of all, who could do that? Like, I be mad and I be pumped up and all of that stuff, and when you get mad, you don't be thinking, but to physically drive drive a vehicle over a body, drive over it again, drive over it again, drive over it again. Like, who does that? What type of person would do some stuff like that? Number one. Like, that is so horrible, and I feel so bad, and my condolences goes out to that lady's parents and all of that. But just like the whole Black Lives Matter situation, I have noticed that this has been a situation in the transgender community. These ladies getting killed for no reason. Like, a while back, a boy was messing with the girl and said he didn't know, and when he found out, he killed her. But it was all fluky, like a football player or something. It was all fluky or whatever. And just like Black Lives Matter, just like white lives matter, to me, nobody has the right to kill anyone. Like, that's not what's up. Like, it's wrong for anybody to kill anybody. White, black, purple, gay, straight, lesbian, transgender, anything is wrong. Nobody has that right to take anyone's life. Point blank, period. Okay? Now that I got that out of the way, Black lives. When I say Black Lives Matter, or if I decide I want to use the hashtag, which I don't even really do it much because I just don't want to jump into the whole hoopla or whatever. I feel the way I feel, and that's it. But when I say Black Lives Matter, I'm not just talking about when the police kill the black person. I'm not talking about when a white person kills a black person. I'm talking about everything. When a black man kill a black man, when a white man kill a white man, when the police kill black people and all of that. And I know, yes, police probably have killed white people too, or different other people, but at this time, right now, what's going on, I see more of black people, and I'm saying it like this because I have gotten comments from people on my Facebook when I say things like that. They want to jump in the comments like all lives matter. I agree, but at the same time, it's happening more so in our community, the black African American community, the people of color community type of thing. I know it happens all the time and everywhere, but right now that's what has my attention. Okay? We don't have to agree or anything like that, and I understand everybody has their own opinion, and okay, but I'm just saying, when I'm writing on Facebook, I'm giving my opinion. When I'm making these videos, I'm talking about how I feel. Okay? And I like to engage in conversation, so I don't get mad when people say things like oh, all lives matter and all that. You're right. But right now, what my focus is what I'm seeing. Like, these people getting murdered for no reason. Like, the people in Chicago, like all of the killing is horrible. Like I love me some Chicago. Like right now, I wish I could have me a Portillo's Italian beef or Home Run Inn pizza, something like that. Look, I go back to food. But you know what I'm saying? I love Chicago. Like I love the city of Chicago and everything. But I just couldn't stay there no more. It was just, and I'm getting a little bit off the topic, but I mean, yeah, like when you get up in the morning, I was like, I hope my car is outside. Or, ooh, if my car outside, I hope the windows is still in it because they were shooting last night. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was always something going on. Nobody really bothered me per se, but I'm just saying in general the city. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. I have seen, I have been seeing more and more in the trans community. These women are being murdered for whatever reasons, and you know it's too much. Like I said, nobody has the right to kill anybody. Black on black crime, any type of crime, any type of murder, it's just not right. So, you know, I don't know. It just bothers me. And the thing for me about the transgender murders is that, like, the ignorant stuff people say. Like, I thought the people were ignorant when it came to the Black Lives Matter. No. They ain't got nothing on when these transgender women are being killed. Like, people are, well, that's what she getting. She should have said this. She should have said that. And, you know, abomination. And, you know, people just go into all kind of foolishness. You know. And it's sad because you don't know what that person is going through. You know what I'm saying? Unless you've dealt with that situation personally. I've never felt like I was in the wrong body or anything like that. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I might not like certain things about myself, but I couldn't imagine waking up every day feeling like, you know, I should be somebody else. Or, you know, a different gender or something like that. I'm trying to think of what to say because I don't want this video to be a whole hour, because like when I start talking about this, I could just keep going, okay? But I don't care what anybody does, it does not give the next person the right to murder them. Now, I don't know each situation case by case, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just know what I see and what I read. But it's just sad that these people are trying to live how they want to live and they're being judged all the time. And then when they're being murdered, people are acting like it's okay because, you know, because they're transgender, and that's just not right and that's not fair. Now, what I personally think, now I think that, you know, for a trans person, and okay, you guys, and if I'm using the wrong terminology, please forgive me because, like I said, I don't really know. I'm learning, you know, okay. Now, I think that a transgender person should give the person, like their partner or whatever, an option. Like, I mean, before you go so far with a person, I believe that you should let them know the situation and give them the choice to want to continue further or whatever. I think that they should give them the choice or whatever. So on that part, I'm not saying anything like anybody because they say that they didn't know or whatever, that they were right. No, you were wrong. But I do think that, you know, just give the person the choice to like if they want to be involved in that type of relationship or whatever. If they do, wonderful. If they don't, forget them. You know what I'm saying? Okay, whatever. On to the next. There's somebody out here for everybody. Even though I don't know who out here for me. But I do believe that there is somebody out here for everybody. And I don't have the right, nobody has the right to feel any type of way about how anybody else is living their life. If you don't like it, you don't have to like it. But just respect. There's a thing called respect. And you should treat people how you want to be treated. You don't know what that person is going through. You don't know why they're doing whatever they're doing. If they were escorting or doing whatever. You don't know what was going on. You know? So you just go on and carry on with your life. Worry about you. Worry about your relationship with God. Worry about if you're going to heaven. Worry about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just hate to see people be so ignorant, you know, about those type of situations. Yeah, I just don't. And I hate, like, when I see stuff disrespectful. I don't know. Y'all know, if y'all know me, y'all know I love me some T.S. Madison. That's my, you know, that's my friend in my head. Who else is my friend in my head? Felicity Noir. Snatched and Laid. That's my girl. Like, I love her. She is so pretty and chocolate. Ooh, I love her. I love me some T.S. Madison too. That's my look. But yeah, I was just saying last week, her and a blogger, Sandra O, like, they had beef because was she talking about the girl? No, she was talking about Amaya Scott being on The Real Housewives. And her article started out disrespectful, transvestite and all that other stuff. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole article was badly put together. Well, I don't know if it was badly, like, grammar wise, but just, you know, being respectful. It wasn't there. You could tell by reading it, like, it wasn't respectful or whatever. And those are the type of things that I hate to see, but don't worry about it. T.S. Madison went in on her. Yes, she did. She sure went right on in on her, and I was just reading it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. Anyhow, I guess I'm rambling. I guess that's what happens when you really don't have anybody to talk to. Y'all know I'm here, like, basically, well, not all the way along, but, you know, I'm funny acting anyhow. Don't really mingle much. But yeah, those were some things that I wanted to get off my chest. I'm excited about school for me and my baby. Well, she's not a baby. My baby, well, she always gonna be my baby, but she's going to the 3rd grade. I'm just looking forward to new things. Things are finally, like, it's not moving how I want them to move, but they're moving how God wants them to move, I guess. So I'm just trying to learn how to be calm, leave it in God's hands, and carry on. You know, I get a little worked up because I'm like, okay, I don't got, my mom and them not here, you know what I'm saying? I don't got no blood here, like, you know. I mean, I know people here and things like that, and all of that, but it's just nothing like, you know, your family or your mom and dad. You know, I guess I was a little spoiled. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, if y'all know me, y'all already know. Something going down, Mark Tyler is on his way, honey. Yeah, he coming to get us. But, you know, it's just not like that anymore. It's not like I call, or I'm having a bad day. And he be like, okay, baby girl, I'm on my way. You know, he'll come 2 hours. When I was living in Chicago, he coming. Okay, he coming. He coming. And it's been like that since I can remember. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out with my boyfriend or something. He done made me mad. Oh, I'm ready to go. You know, I need to go now. You know, back when I didn't have a car and things like that, I called him, okay, baby girl. Anyhow, once again, I'm getting all the way off, okay? Anyhow, thanks for the support to you guys who are watching. Ooh, last thing, okay? And I ain't gonna go no more. The Ghetto View. That's my girl. That's my girl. And much love. Still praying for you. The Ghetto View girl. You done put me up on that Between Women show. Between Women or whatever. Ooh, I can't wait till the 3rd season. I watched that all yesterday. That's what I was watching. That show was good. I'm just like, ooh, you know, like it was really good. And also, Mike B, thanks for the shout out. He gave me a shout out on his Power video. Like, I like watching his reviews too. Like, I have my little picks of people who, you know, get me through my time being alone and being here. Which I made that choice, and I'm happy with my choice to move on, because where I came from, it's like you get stuck. You know, so put on big girl panties, and I'm trying to do it out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it. God got it. You know, it is what it is. But to those people I just mentioned, you know, yeah, thanks. Y'all just don't know. Y'all be getting me through, okay? I think I watch YouTube videos more than I sit up and watch my channels, my cable. Shoot. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching, supporting, like, share, comment, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you guys have a blessed day.